Hey everyone, Scoop Scientist here. Today I'm going to measure the speed of light using nothing but a microwave and some egg whites. So let's do it. Did you know that light travels at just under 300 million meters per second? That is enough speed for light to travel around Earth 7 times in 1 second. Now for this experiment, all I need is a plate of egg whites. So that's what that is here. And I have disabled the turntable because the turntable allows for the egg whites to cook evenly, and I don't want them to cook evenly. So let's make sure it's as level as I can. Okay, there we go. So let's get them cooking. The key to this experiment is that microwaves create standing waves inside the oven. These waves have hot spots and cold spots because of how the waves interact. Inside the microwave, these waves bounce off the metal wall and interact with each other. Think of when you get a rope and you shake both ends. At just the right speed, you'll see there are spots on the rope which aren't moving, and there are spots which are moving a lot. Now these are hot and cold spots in a microwave, and this is what a standing wave looks like. Okay, let's go very gently. Let's bring it out. So you can see I've got some cooked spots here. I'm going to measure between these two, I reckon. But this was where the hot spots were in the microwave. But I'm going to measure the distance between these two hot spots, and then I'm going to double it because that will then give me the wavelength of the microwaves in my microwave. That's looking pretty much right on 6 centimeters. Clean that off. Okay, so I ended up getting about 6 centimeters of distance between the hot spots. So if I double that, that should give me the wavelength. Now the equation is pretty simple. The speed of light is equal to the wavelength times the frequency. Now most microwave ovens' frequency is 2.45 gigahertz. And that basically means 2.45 billion wave cycles per second. Now in my case, my oven is exactly that. It is 2.45 gigahertz, so that makes it easier for me. And considering I measured the wavelength, the distance in between the hot spots being 6 centimeters, I want to double that, so that means the wavelength in my microwave is pretty much bang on 12 centimeters. And now, so then if I want my final measurement to be meters per second, so I'll convert that to meters, so that's 0.12 times 2.45 times 10 to the power of 9, so that's 2.45 billion, and that should give me 294 million meters per second, which is actually pretty close to the actual speed of light, which is actually like 299 million meters per second, just a bit over that. Now I think the reason why it's close but not exactly is because I used this ruler to measure roughly the center of each of the hot spots. So it'll get me a pretty decent measurement, but it's not going to be anything perfect. But here's a cool thought. What if my microwave beam kept going? What if it wasn't confined to the small space of the oven box? How long would it take to reach the moon? Well, the moon is about 384,400 kilometers away. At the speed of light I measured in my microwave, the beam would reach it in about 1.31 seconds, which is unbelievably fast. So next time you're using a microwave, just remember that those waves heating your food are moving fast enough to get to the moon in little over a second. I hope you learned something new today about the speed of light and how you can calculate it using your own microwave. If you did enjoy this video, then please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see future videos like this.